I'm Princess Jordiana. Welcome back to the channel. The holidays got busy. I hope you all had a good time over them. And I am just getting over being sick. So, I decided today, before we get back into everything else, I would like to play one of my absolute favorite horror games. I know you don't see the main menu because I wanted to stop repeating the one thing, but we are playing Haunting Ground today. Before I say anything else, let's see the opening. Oh, small note. Oh, never mind, never mind. Ew.
Huey.
And there we go. That was the opening. I love the dramatic way she wakes up. And the sheet, they knew what they were doing. But that exit with the music and all was epic. So we are Fiona. I love how she tied that sheet just right so it does not come off. I personally think that this game was ahead of its time. For the PS2, these are some killer graphics from what I remember. This and Resident Evil 4 had some of the absolute best graphics for a PS2. That would be very nice if I could open the door. I personally don't really get upset over graphics not looking amazing and everything from the old system. So to me, this still looks great.
I've gathered some clothes for you.
Oh, thank you.
Wait! Don't go. Excuse me, but where are we? And how did I get here? Yes, Master. We will keep her here for a while. I will make sure she stays comfortable.
I love how dramatic this whole thing is. And she literally just dipped when Fiona fell. There's a change of clothes the maid. Oh, that maid has apparently laid out. Heck yeah, we're changing. Yeah, that's a peeping Tom. I know, girl. It's very odd.
Wait a minute. I remember being in the car with...
That worked. But now what should I do? If I could just find a map of this place, then I could get my bearings. So, if you want to read this, pause. These are our actions. Kick, we can throw and set stuff. We can crouch, and we can backstep. And we can push background objects. And we can charge. And I will actually show you these in a moment. So basically the charge. Backstep. And crouching. And we can kick. Right, let me save. So, before we get into this game, I do want to throw out, there are hidden items in this game. The very first one I ever figured out is in this room. This is not going to be a guide to find all the hidden items. There is already one of those. If y'all would like me to, I could always make one in the future. I just would like to do a regular run. We're going to go for the A ending, and we're just going to collect everything we can collect. And I thought that I would use an old data because I would like to show you guys the costumes. We will start with Fiona's. So, the initial costume that Daniela prepared for Fiona, a bit on the medieval side. Similar to the first, with the exception that Fiona's hair is down and she is barefoot. I'm going to show you. You can kind of see it. I know I might have to get to a place that's a little bit easier to see. Here we go. This might be okay. But it's the same outfit. This is actually my personal favorite outfit in the entire game, and I will be wearing this in future playthroughs. Okay, under the scalpel. Guard commonly worn by patients undergoing surgery. Her hair is down again and she is barefoot. And this is what this one looks like. This is a later costume, by the way. And this is this. I will most likely be showing a lot of these costumes again just in case they are a little hard to see. But something I forgot is I want to explain from what I remember how to unlock them. Don't quote me on this. But obviously we're already wearing the first outfit. I think you get the normal outfit too for just beating the game. Now, if I'm correct, the scalpel one is actually gotten later in the game. When you get it in the game, you pretty much unlock it. These two right here, I believe, the Texas Cowgirl and illegal in some states, those are acquired by getting the A or B ending. I don't think it matters. And the Fiona the Frog, you have to get the C ending. I don't think you have to play hard mode, by the way, to get the frog one. But let me show the other. Oops. So, an outfit any cowgirl would be proud to call her own. Fiona can attack the enemy via her sweet six shooter when wearing this costume. This was one of my first favorites, but I will be honest and say because of the way the mechanics work, it is hard to aim. So here's this, front and back, and here's the gun. This is very nice, but it definitely makes the enemies way too easy. Illegal in some states. A risk number guaranteed to shock many a churchgoer. Fiona can attack the enemy via her kinky snakeskin whip when wearing this costume. I like this costume, but I'll be honest and say this one is one I don't really wear. But, I mean, for what it is, it's hot. Let's be honest. And then this is what you get. So yeah. Not surprising this is in this game. And the final one, Fiona the Frog. A suit that will no doubt have the enemy seeing green. Execute backstab dodges without losing stamina. And this is what it looks like. It's very adorable. There's backstep again, and you can crouch. I love the way she crouches with this because she looks like a frog. I don't think this is actually a legit thing, but I remember when I first got the frog one and I crouched, I thought the enemy couldn't recognize me. That might not be true. I can always test it later. But since I want to treat this more as an initial run, I'm only going to be wearing the default costume. So for now, let's get going. By the way, when the enemies come, kicking doors is not the best idea. But I mean, it's up to you. I don't always care. And if you're wondering, can you hit the enemy with the door? You can. And it's awesome. It's actually hilarious. Okay, so this right here, I'm just going to show this. Is this blood? Probably. It doesn't look like paint, sweetie. But what you see right now, I think they'll explain later, is the panic meter. And when that thing gets filled to the brim, it sucks. She will just start running around like extremely crazy. And it's very hard to control her. And if you get knocked over, I think you can run into stuff too and it just knocks you over. But if the enemy knocks you over for sure, it's a one-hit kill after that. Oh, and let's get to our menu when I figure out how to get there. So this is our inventory. I'm pretty sure special are the like key items basically. These are the regular items, and the lavender is a type of herb, slowly reduces panic, which is great. Then we have the file, which is just, explains stuff to us. We have the map, I rarely use it, but I'll try to show it when I get one. And then we also get notes. These ones are from Fiona. Where am I? I was in a car with my parents, and I Still good. Everything seems so fuzzy. I guess she is one of the maids working here. She's so beautiful. Almost too beautiful. It almost seems unnatural. It feels almost like it was custom tailored to fit me. It really clings to my shape quite nicely. Although it feels a little tight in the chest area. Come on, we all know that was on purpose. And then there's just your options. Alright, here we go. That's a creepy looking doll. Is that Shadow or does that look like a skull face? No. I want to throw out that I have no idea how to pronounce his name. I've heard it multiple times and I can never remember, so we're going to refer to him as the gardener. Oh no, what should I do? If I don't do something, that thing will get me. Yeah. So now we have evasion points where we can hide. Oh, okay, so Fiona's stamina recovers at an accelerated rate and her panic decreases at an increased speed. Cool. If you approach a possible evasion point and you see that, it's a hint that there is an invasion point nearby. However, be warned that if you repeatedly hide in the same location over and over again, the enemy will soon catch wind of your hiding spot. So let's hide right now. Oh, crap. Why are you not hiding? So here's a little story. The very first time my cousin played this, and yes, if you're watching, I'm telling this. I remember it was his very first time, and he hid where I did. And I'm pretty sure he was also on normal mode. So I've played this so many times, and every time I've hid here, he's never found me, right? So I just tell my cousin, no, hide under the bed, he's not gonna find you. I swear to you, the gardener just kept coming in and out, in and out, in and out. And eventually proved me wrong and looked under the bed. Made me out to be a liar. That was the first time in all my time of playing he's ever done that. It was hilarious. Here's another note for you. Some of you might be like, well, this is obvious, but that coast clear is a lie. It is a lie. Even when that music stops, you really shouldn't come out because there's a chance he's going to come back. To me, the only time I would truly consider it clear is if you hear it when this sound comes back. Even then, it doesn't mean he's not gonna come. Oh, that was her feet. We're gonna save really quick. So the coast clear is something I would say do not trust. It'll tell you, I remember in the booklet, I think it says, when the coast says clear, you're safe to go. Don't listen to that, that'll get you killed. Also, something I'm not gonna do this time. But, if you turn on the television here, it'll be really loud and she'll cover her ears. And it can actually alert him to come back to you. And, as you can already imagine, when you wear the boots, they make sound. The enemy can hear that. When you wear the outfits that have no shoes, there's nothing to hear. Let's see. What a powerful piece of art. The eyes really feel like they are peering deep into one's soul. The fire burns, emitting a red glow. The room is heated to a comfortable temperature. I figured I'd take a second to kind of look at something. Not gonna examine everything though. There's a pair of scales lying here. It looks like their purpose is more one of decoration than that of actually weighing things. I don't want to even try by the TV because with my luck, it's gonna go off. So there is one thing I am going to do ahead of time. And it is get one of the key codes. I will still pick up the piece, by the way, to show you how I figured out it was this. But I'm just gonna do it now. It is completely ruined. What could have happened here?
It's not a computer, that's for sure. It has alphabetic keys, though.
Pretty sure that's some funky looking typewriter. So other little fact. Something I will not be showing this game, but I will be showing the next time we play after the A ending. One of the things I love to do at this point, there is actually enough key plates in this where you can actually, not only do you have to put a code in for a door, but you can also use, technically they're cheat codes, but you can actually win the codes from the game. -1, I'm actually not sure how to figure out one of them, but the next time we play for a different ending, I am actually going to put in all of the codes, and they give us accessories, which I will be showing off, just not with this game. Another one that we're going to write ahead of time, because I'm pretty sure this is correct. I'm pretty sure this is Emeth. We're about to use this one, and I want to make a note too for those that don't know. If you take the first E away and you put it in, you can actually get an item. And there's also another code I'll be showing off later because I can't remember how to spell it. It's actually a little cute secret. In fact, we might do it anyway this game just because it is a cute little secret, but it doesn't show up till later. And actually, I think we can do it now, but I'm gonna wait till later because that's when I first knew you can actually, when I first found out you can do it. Just put it that way. But yeah, by putting in the code that I already have, you'll see what happens. But if you put the one in that's just straight up meth, you actually get the obsidian choker, and that protects you from something we're going to encounter soon, and I'll point it out when we get there. But for this game's purpose, we're not going to use it because I am going to count it as kind of a cheat. Nothing there. Such tremendous heat. With heat like this, I'm sure it's used for refining. Our first map, I believe. There is some... Oh, file. There's some kind of file here. Oh no, it's an old parchment. I will look at them so you all can see them. Oh, here's the next thing. The gardener's favorite plaything. It is coated with caked-on dirt and gives off quite the pungent odor. This is actually a distraction item we can use for him, but I don't plan to use it. I would like to keep it. And I don't know if his name is Debilitus, maybe? But anyway, let's examine you. A huge doll made of earth blocks the door. There is a slot-shaped hole in its chest. Now, the thing I forgot to look at. Old parchment. A deciphering of the Book of Origins. Safuru Yatira has uncovered the process for creating life from Earth soil. This golem needs not nourishment nor sleep, making this earthen guardian the ultimate safekeeper of our deepest alchemic secrets and knowledge. I dub this creature Emeth, and that's the code we are going to use this time. That's right, he moved. I don't really want to alert him just yet. I will say in future games, though, if we want to, like, kind of mess with some of those bosses, I will. Why do the stairs stop halfway? I mean, that is a good question. Why do they stop halfway? Maybe they're like a decoration choice. Or they were not paying attention. Maybe there's like no true room to put them over here. I don't think I can hide under this. The bench has been situated so it is facing the wall. No one can use it like this. You just have to move it, sweetie. No. This looks like an old well or something. The opening has been sealed up with a wooden board. Hey, I don't want to see the ring girl either, so I knew, man. So, magnesia. Created by polishing extracted magnesium ore, this item is used by setting it on the ground. If an enemy runs over the magnesia, it will explode and do damage to them. If I forget to use any of the items, I will actually make sure in a later video I show them off. And this teaches us how to crouch. So, in addition to evasion points, you can avoid enemies by pressing the button near a shadow. If an enemy is nearby while you are crouching, the camera will change to a first-person perspective so you can watch the enemy as they search around. So yeah, if I'm like this and someone comes, I love that it will actually show them over me. Alright, let's look around. What is it? A bookshelf of fine design. It has a rather sturdy look to it. A wealth of information right before your fingertips. A lot of the books seem to be on the subject of music. Here's a little item for us. Is that it? Yeah. What is this? I probably shouldn't go snooping around things I know nothing about. Wait, can I actually look at this? No. How about that? Oh yeah, I can. I've never looked at this before. This harp is so large and bulky. It's hard to imagine people actually play these things. Alright. Now let's see. So this one, chamomile, type of herb, completely restores lost stamina. Just awesome.
Ah, Fiona. I see you finally awakened. There's something that I've wanted to show you for quite some time. Pull away that sheet behind you.
Well, you wanted to know what it was. Yeah.
Beautiful, isn't it? That, my dear, is what you will become in the future. Go ahead. You may touch it. You will be mine, Fiona.
Creep. What is this thing? It is really giving me the creeps. Why would anyone in their right mind put something like this here? I mean, he basically just said that, you. We got the garden key. Yeah, I would leave too. That's freaking creepy. Don't worry, Fiona. We got this. Excuse me, but F that guy. Right, so now we're going to use the garden key. Your average run-of-the-mill key. This key gives you entry to the inside of the castle through the garden. Now this, I will consider an enemy, is actually what the obsidian choker protects you from. It basically keeps them at bay. It's so pretty, though. So luminescents are tiny creatures that feverishly pursue Fiona I think it's supposed to say once they have caught wind of her. When a luminescent makes contact with Fiona, it not only puts her in a state of panic, but it also ruptures, producing a sound which attracts the unwanted attention of nearby enemies. They do fade over time, but the most effective way to rid yourself of these troublesome creatures is to reach a neighboring area and close the door. Doing this cuts off the luminescent sensing ability and stops them dead in their tracks. Oh crap, I did the wrong. Oh no, we did unlock it. So yeah, if you get hit by that, she'll like jolt forward and go like, and then you screwed. Why in the world is there a chair here? Why isn't there? This is just a normal chair, right? I thought she was gonna sit in it for a second. I was like, girl, doesn't make much sense to me. Not that anything in this place does. I thought for 2 seconds this girl's about to sit in that chair. With our luck, it would have probably made us think there was a trap or something, and then there would have been no trap. Or worse, it would have been a trap. The design and type are identical to the previous chair. They are probably from the same set. The chair itself looks to be of a standard design. Okay, so here is one of the hidden items. Yeah, me too. And here's one of the plates. So this is how I know about the rest key, which we're gonna put in now since I already made it. But here's the first one. Metallic plate that has been broken in half. The letters RE are carved into the plate. And see, I opened that door. So over here is an item. More chamomile. And this is actually a hiding spot. And over here, right now, one of these doors is 100% closed. Here's this. And we just shut it because she's like, I don't care about that. Okay, that's locked. What about this one? Okay, this is not locked. And truthfully, you could just do this if someone comes. And if they're not smart enough to check, hiding spot. And then this over here. Wonder if this water is drinkable. This is a status restore. Okay, so recovery point. You search a recovery point to calm Fiona from a state of panic and completely restore her stamina. However, please note that recovery points cannot be used while an enemy is pursuing you. When I first played this, I actually had no idea about that at all. And I found out so later on about that. Okay, so we got some chicken jerky. Chicken that has been slowly deep smoked over time restores a small amount of a dog's stamina. Now we're gonna go here. So even though this technically, I don't know if it's truly supposed to be a hiding spot. I don't know if you can move the other one. No. I don't know if this is truly a hiding spot. I'm just gonna assume it is, but yeah, hide here. Not to backstep, but you can crouch behind there, and you can watch as like the enemy comes in and pursues you. Here's the other part of the cracked plate. And with this one, you get ST. So if you put them together, you get rest. Now we've unlocked this door. If we need it, it's unlocked. Can we look at that? A large tapestry is suspended here. I wonder if this is an embroidery of one of the castle's many crests. Might be. I don't think we have one of these yet. A hardened clump of anatomy powder. Throw it and it explodes on impact. Its attack power is weak, but it can stun enemies for a short period of time. So, right there, we heard him walking around up there. When I first came out of the store to check to see that item, I panicked so hard. I was like this, and I went, whoa. I think I even shut the door. That's how freaked out I was. I've actually learned, as far as I know, that if you just run out there to the item and you kick it and everything, he will not come. I think he's on a set path that he'll go towards a door. I don't know which door because both those doors should be open as far as I know, unless he shut it. But the only way I could guess you would encounter him is if you actually went up the stairs and you pursued him yourself, which would be weird. Let's see. The box emanates no specific odor. Looks like it is full of canned goods. Yummy. Another item. Got some more chicken jerky. So this table right here is a hiding spot, by the way. I think this is a map. Oh, so hiding spot. Not really sure how good of a hiding spot that is, if I can be honest. But here's our first... Oh no, I have to actually open it. Whoops. Where is it at? You know, if you guys don't mind waiting, I actually don't want to open this right now. There's something later in the game I want to try that you can put items into, and I just kind of want to see if this is one of them. So we'll hold off on that. But before we go, and we continue the next part, we are going to stop here. So, this has been Princess Jordiana. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see more Haunted Ground, as usual, stay tuned. Bye-bye!